sacrifice and super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping. See you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies them.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Go, hey, let's go, come on.
Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete to open things up. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Rodgers will try again on second down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 18 yards there and a first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
On second down, it's Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Incomplete.
They had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting has taken over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers throwing again, going up top. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On play action, Rodgers steps away. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gotta go, gotta go. Move.
On 2nd down, Trubisky going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Trubisky. And he comes back with one complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on, gotta go.
This is Cohen on the toss. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They go play action. Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On play action, now Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's fine. Yeah.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And Crosby puts it through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now.
He's got daylight. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. 5.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now Brown, after the made field goal, gets set for the kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And left side here, it's Graham. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. On the move to his left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Now Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are in for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Gotta go.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Come on, let's go. 1-9.
Now it's the backup Kaiser. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Gotta go. Move.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Here comes the Bears punter now. Trevor Davis, deep for Green Bay. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So you want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Set up! 180!
Now Cohen. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Gotta go!
They run. This is Cohen. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Trubisky will throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Gotta go!
Now they'll run it with Cohen. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Scrimmage.
Blue.
They try again with Cohen. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
180! Hey, gotta go.
Check, 42.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. Hey, flex. 319.
Right back to him on first down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The give is to Jones. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
First carry for the fullback, Aaron Ripkowski. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A give to Jones. Open space inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers have moved out in front. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And an alley to run. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Lock in.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Lock in. Hey, gotta go.
On 4th down, it's Howard. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
I tell you, on that first glance, I thought he got it easily. But the mark was not a real favorable one. As it turns out, they do give him the 1st down, but that was very close to going the other way.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And Miller with it over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. By Showing time to his left. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Now Trubisky to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Gotta go, gotta go.
Here's Trubisky to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Jones. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here's J.K. Scott now. as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Back to throw. The catch made by Miller. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it.
Let's go.
He's back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, they likely have time for one last play, but it's got to be a heave into the end zone. Anything short, no good for them.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers? Throughout his career, he seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
One last shot for Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on, and that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Packers, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they will fall to 1-1. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.